Welcome to the EPO training videos. Part 5, 6, Intelligent Grid. Click on the Intelligent Grid icon, under the Discovery menu. A pop-up window will be opened. When selecting the population, you can either select all units or use the selected units. Let's do so, and continue with the calculations. Unit count was pre-selected, giving the count of the units among the population. Actual also was pre-selected, showing the actual value of the selected variable for the units, which in this case is the market cap. Let's also select the actual share. Actual share is the percentage of the unit's actual value among the population for the selected variable, which is market cap in this case. In example, Apple's market cap is 4.86% of all the selected company's market cap. Now let's add another variable, volume, to the grid. You can see the volume-related calculations right after the market cap-related ones. Note that you may need to click on the little triangle at the total row to collapse the group. You can click at the same checkbox to unselect the volume variable. As you had noticed, each variable has two checkboxes, on the left and right of the variable name. If you click on the second checkbox, volume will be added to the grid as an additional column. Let's also add total debt to the grid. Now, let's add an attribute, SP500, to the grid. Recapping the current selections at the grid, market cap is the selected variable. We had added total debt and volume as the additional columns to the calculations. And now we have the SP500 attribute selected and applied to the market cap. We can see the values for SP500 and non-SP500 companies separately. In example, you can clearly see that almost 91% of the total market cap of the population is from the SP500 companies. Clicking on the triangles at the top rows, you can expand or collapse the groups. Let's add another attribute, sector, by clicking on the second radio button. Now we have one more additional level. We can see the further breakdown of the SP500 attribute, and can see each sector's separate values for each calculation and column. The default calculation method was sum. Let's click on the drop-down menu, and change it to average. Previously, some of the units were given for the actual, total debt, and volume columns, now they give the average values. Note that the values at the unit count and actual share columns are unchanged, as they give the count and percentages, not impacted by the calculation method change from sum to average. Now, let's unselect the SP500 attribute. Clicking on the headers of the columns, you can sort the columns. Let's unselect the sector attribute. This time, we will again select another attribute, exchange, but we will click on the attributes checkbox instead of its radio buttons. This will bring the exchange as an additional information to the unit names, which was ticker and the company name. With this, we will be able to know the exchange name of the respective unit. In this way, we can bring more attributes to the grid, like state. You can copy the grid content as a table, by clicking on the Copy Data link at the bottom of the page. Thanks for watching.